Pastor Kareem here with this week's Reset for Life moment. I don't know about you, but there are times when I look at this Christian walk and think to myself, man, this is hard. Like, God, you want me to do this, or you want me to give that up? And recently I was having one of those moments. And I was reminded of a very well-known verse found in Matthew chapter 19, verse 26. Here's what it says. Jesus looked at them and said, with man, this is impossible, but with God, all things are possible. So Jesus looks at his disciples and it's like, again, I'll say it. With man, this is impossible, but with God, all things are possible. He makes this statement right after Jesus had just told this rich young guy that if he wanted to have eternal life, that he was going to have to sell all of his possessions. And the disciples, while looking into this, were like, well, if this is what is required, then how can anyone be saved, Jesus? If the requirement is to give up that much, how can anyone ever have eternal life? Now, here's the truth. We often have these same thoughts. We'll hear a pastor or a leader or a mentor tell us that you need to do that, or you have to give this up. And we'll hear that and say, pastor, leader, mentor, I'm okay with giving some of these things up, but this particular thing or that thing, there's no way I can do that. I just can't. And so I guess maybe I'll never be able to be enough for God. Now, here's the thing. In those moments, you might be right. Through your own strength, you probably can't give those things up. Naturally, on our own, it's impossible. But that's the point, friends. With a lot of our walk with Jesus, it's not supposed to be natural. It's supernatural. On our own, we can't do a lot of things. We can't give up certain things, but through God, we can. And if we daily die to ourselves and let God lead us, we can do the impossible. But the bigger thing that we have to do is not focus on what we have or have to give up, but focus on what we get to get. If we choose to let God lead us and direct us, we get to have Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, we get to have Jesus. It doesn't get any better than that. So let's remember that yes, living for Jesus sometimes isn't easy, but through God, there are no limitations. Why? Because we have the creator of the universe that gets to live on the inside of us. I'm Pastor Kareem, and that was this week's Reset for Life moment. Be blessed.